Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hanksters Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. America's #1 choice for premium collector cars for over 30 years. Today, for all of you Mopar enthusiasts, we have a Chrysler product. It is a 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner. So why don't we get started? I will start off by telling you it is not a numbers matching car. The reason for that is because it is a 440. These cars never started life as a 440. They started life as a 383 car. The car does not have a fender tag. So therefore, we can't break it down, or you can't break it down. The car does have the original core support. For those of you that are not aware, the Chrysler Corporation, Plymouth, they put a partial VIN stamp in the core support. This one has the correct one for the car. Tells you two things. Number one, the car was never in a front-end collision. And number two, it was never a rust bucket because, you know, the core supports used to rot out. There is no brake booster, so there is no power brakes. However, the fronts are upgraded to a disc, and there is a Willwood braking system on there. Now, you know, one of the reasons may be that it doesn't have a power brake booster, because I wonder myself, you know, why would they upgrade to front discs without putting a power booster on there? Well, it could be maybe the clearance issue here with the 440 and the exhaust manifolds. You know, I don't know, but nonetheless, no power brakes. It does have power steering though. And of course, if you want air conditioning, this car does not have it, but we can fix that for you. Now, we do not have a 68 Roadrunner kit in stock, but they are readily available to us. Now, so if you're interested in something like that, you can contact Nate at Hanksters Garage, and I'm sure he'd be more than willing to accommodate you. So the car does have a 440 hood on it. Black matte here. It is painted. It is not vinyl, so it is painted matte black. The paint on the top of the fenders, top of the hood, is really nice, from the matte black finish to the green hood itself to the top of the fenders. The chrome quality, grille quality, all that fun stuff, pretty nice up front. Let's take a look first of all at the chrome that encompasses not only our headlights but also our grille area. That looks to be in good shape. As far as the front bumper is concerned, no rust, chrome peel, rust around the bumper bolts, anything like that going on. Stepping around to the driver's side of the vehicle, we'll start with the Krager wheels. That was a pretty popular wheel on the Roadrunners back in the day and still is today. That is what this vehicle is equipped with. And then, of course, the race white letter BFGs. And the BFGs are relatively new. We will check the tire condition, tread condition, and age when we're up on the lift. Now, looking through the 5-star Kragers, you can see that you have your disc brakes up front. While we're down this low, we might as well take a look at the bottom of the fender, both in front of and behind the wheel and tire, and then of course around it as well. There are no paint issues. Let's hop up real quick here to the front windshield. There's your RM that tells you the car is in fact a Roadrunner. The front window glass here, front windshield, in good shape. Clarity's real good, no cracks or chips. Before we continue down the side of the car, we'll take a look at the roof. Again, nice uniform color and clear. And then, of course, no blisters, bubbles, cracks, clear coat fade, anything up there going on. No history on this car. When it was painted, when the motor was rebuilt, when the training was done, we don't know any of that. But the car is a good running vehicle and does present well. We'll show you body lines. Roadrunner's a long car, right? So you got a lot of sheet metal down the side of it, so we'll check out our body lines here momentarily. How about the door? The driver's door fits nice to the rear quarter and to the front fender. Your gaps are fairly uniform here, going from the top of the car all the way down to the bottom rocker panel. And then down at the bottom of the door and the bottom of the start of the rear quarter there's no paint issues to speak of. Before we open up our driver door and jump into the interior of this car, vent window, door glass on the the glass clarity on the door glass and the glass clarity on the rear quarter window are all real good on this car. It is a bench seat 4-speed car. So first of all, we'll start out with our door panel. Of course, on this particular 68, it's painted up top, it's painted down low, and then your door panel in the center. Looks to be in fairly decent condition. Somebody did run the screws in real tight, so it is a little warped down at the bottom. I don't know if you can pick up on that in the video presentation we got going on here. But it's not terrible, but it is a little warped if you want to get particular. The armrest is in real nice shape. And the overall interior condition is in nice shape. Let's start with the back seat on our Roadrunner here. I'll put forward the driver's side portion of our bench seat. Then you got the rear seat there. All the vinyl's in real nice shape, both seat back and seat bottom. There is a little nick there in the driver's seat. It's not torn through, it's just like, I don't know, something happened there. Probably somebody kicked it with their foot or something getting in and out of the car. The bench seat in nice shape as far as the material's concerned. No issues going on there. Does have front seat belts, no seat belts in the rear. I mentioned earlier it's a 4-speed car. Does have a wood steering wheel. All of your bezel clarity is real nice. We'll check that out on the test drive. Oh, let me show you the carpeting's real nice in the car too. I got this big floor mat. Let me see if I can get this thing up. Ugh. All right, wants to wrestle with me. So there's your carpet quality there underneath your floor mat. In pretty nice condition. Put the seat back the rest of the way. Let's close our door here. And we will shoot with the camera our rear quarter before showing you a side view of the car. Oh, by the way, the Kragers, I don't appear to see any rust or pitting on those. The lug nuts look good. The 5 stars look good. Your mag portion, you know, where the tire bead's at, that looks good. I don't see anything going on there. Now, if you want to stop right there and check out the shot down side of the car, the body lines are real nice on the vehicle. No waves in the quarters, the doors, or the fenders. So with a large rear quarter comes a big, huge deck lid here. So the deck lid fits nicely to both the driver's side and passenger side rear quarter, not corner. The closure looks to be pretty good. Before we open up the trunk and get into the trunk, the glass clarity on the rear windshield, real nice, just as it is on the rest of the vehicle. So, you got that Roadrunner Plymouth valance on the rear of the deck lid. Dual tips, chrome on the rear bumper, real nice condition. No rust on the bumper bolts, no chrome peel, no heavy patina. Looks good. Trunk. Big trunk mat. And no jack, no spare. We didn't take it out of there. It didn't come with it. And then, of course, you have no rust or rot in the trunk pan. The trunk pan's real nice, no holes. Passenger side. Hopefully you can see down the side of the car in the video here. You know, obviously you get a lot better perspective in person. However, we try to give you the best angle possible looking down the side of the car. Again, real nice rear quarter here. So, you know, when people are talking about, you know, how straight's the car, they're referring to down the side when you're basically looking at this position here, down low, and you're looking down the side of the vehicle. If, you know, not only does the quarter line up to the door, line up to the fender, but also, you know, does it look like the Atlantic Ocean down the side of the car? The answer on this vehicle is no. Real nice body on the 68 Roadrunner we have in our inventory here in Daytona. Low on the quarters, no paint issues around your wheel openings. Once again, before jumping into the passenger side of the car, vent window glass, passenger side door glass, passenger side quarter glass, all in pretty exceptional shape. So why don't we show you the interior of the passenger side of the vehicle. Door panel, about the same quality as the driver's side. No rips in the armrest. A little bit of warping down there at the bottom. You know, somebody ran the screws in a little too deep. The glove box area, passenger side seat of the bench seat. You know, everything's in pretty nice condition. It does have some aftermarket gauges there above the 4-speed shifter. We will find out in test drive portion of the video if those function. And then of course your radio, we'll figure that out as well. Look at door fitment. See? Nice and flush to the rear quarter, and then your door gap there, uniform all the way down. And then at the bottom where the door meets the rocker and the rear quarter, there's no overhang, half an inch. That tells you it's a pretty good put together car from a body and structural standpoint. Passenger side front fender is the same condition as the driver's side. That is not a rust bubble low on the passenger side front fender. That is the Chrysler Pentastar. I always point that out on Mopar products because one time we were asked, we were asking $80-some thousand for a Dodge Charger, and they go, is that a rust bubble in the pictures? It's like, no, it's not a rust bubble. So I point that out now, that it is in fact put there by Plymouth. That's their badge. That's what they did. 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner 440 car. No fender tag, power steering, no power brakes, but upgraded front rotors, 4-speed bench seat. We just sold a 69 Roadrunner. That same deal. It's a 383 car, 4-speed car, but pretty much the same car except this one has a 440 in it. We do very well with Mopars here in Daytona. I wish we could get our hands on more of them. However, they are highly sought after, which means they do the money. We invite you to visit our showroom here in Daytona in person. We have 60 to 70 vehicles on hand, most of which we own. We have a 25,000 square foot indoor showroom, an air-conditioned facility with a gift shop, a friendly and knowledgeable sales staff, and a very cool atmosphere. If you're interested in the 68 Roadrunner, we'll be happy to pull the vehicle outside for you. You can check out the paint real well out in a natural light. We have a lift right here. We have another one right behind this wall. We'd be happy to put the vehicle in the air for you. You can check out your tire condition, bottom of the motor, transmission, suspension components, floor pans. We'll let you drive the vehicle. You can see how the motor accelerates, how the car steers, handles, rides, all of that stuff. This way, when the car shows up wherever you might be located at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the vehicle for yourself. Me, I buy these cars, sell these cars, drive them, work on them 6.5 days a week, 52 weeks a year. So I'm very familiar with them. I can tell you pretty much anything you need to know about them. I'm not an expert. I don't consider myself an expert, but I'm highly educated when it comes to classic vehicles. You, however, may not be, and that is perfectly fine. We will tell you kind of what to expect with owning one of these classic cars, how to store it, what type of fuel to use, what type of oil to use, how to set your air-fuel ratio on your carburetor, and some of the expectations you can expect with owning one of these classic vehicles. We are in a fun business and a hobby right now that is extremely strong. We're selling cars faster than we can put them through our system. So that's a great thing, and thank all of our customers for that. But as cool as this hobby business is, we all work hard for our money. $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 is a lot of money for an automobile. So you might want to consider putting your hands on it for yourself before pulling the trigger. We do a lot of sight unseen business. In fact, believe it or not, that's how the majority of our transactions are conducted. If we sell 30 cars this month, about 26, 27 of them will be sight unseen. So that's pretty astonishing numbers. You know why? Because we take 80 to 100 photos of every car. We do this video presentation you're watching right now on every car. We have sales staff that answers any questions that are thrown at them. We do FaceTime videos. We do walk-around videos. But again, if your expectation of this car is that of a 2024 Dodge Hellcat, they're two totally different animals. So know what you're signing up for. Let's put our 68 Roadrunner up in the air, check out the undercarriage, and we'll drive it. We are under our 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner. Disc brakes up front on this car. The 440 is from, let's see here. Let me get out my fancy phone that has a light. It is 10/14/66. So Obviously, you know it's not the numbers matching motor because the Roadrunners never started with a 440. Life with a 440, those were the GTXs, but it does have a 1966 440 in the car. Let's now move to the frame rails on the vehicle, your torque boxes. They look to be in great shape. That is where our lift is positioned to suspend the car in the air. You have dual exhaust manifolds that come down to dual exhaust, H-pipe there in the center by the drive shaft. All the welds look real nice. No rust holes, rod holes, or pinholes in the exhaust system. Floor pans. The floor pans on this car look fantastic. You can see here on the driver's side, it's all one solid piece through the entirety of the vehicle. And then we're going to pan the passenger side, and it is the same way. Real nice solid floor pans on our 68 Roadrunner. The cross member supporting the transmission up is also in nice shape. No holes in the cross member that are not supposed to be there. Continuing with the exhaust all the way back, all your pipes here that go back to your Flowmaster mufflers, they are in great shape. Again, no rust, rot, pinholes, condensation holes. They're in nice shape. Huge gas tank to power this 440. And then you got big drum brakes in the rear. Take a look at the rear frame rail, starting with the passenger side, seeing as how that's where we're at. You can see the frame rail going up over the rear end, continuing all the way back to your bumper. It is in real nice shape, and then it's going to be the same exact way on the driver's side. Before we conclude the presentation, let's take a look at the tire condition. These BFGs are from 2022, so they are less than 2 years old. There's your wear bars down there in the center of the treads. You've got plenty of tread life left, and then if you look between the treads, there's no dry rot or cracking. Therefore, the tires are not dry rotted, and they shouldn't be. They're only 2 years old. 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner, we have our Mopar product. Real nice car. We're going to set it down and drive it. Let's talk about how to pay for this vehicle first. If you're a cash buyer, cashier's check from your bank, bank wire transfer. If you're financing, the collector car lenders we use will do 5 to 15-year loans on these cars. Your approval is going to be based on your credit score, of course, your debt-to-income ratio, your time on the job, things like that. If your credit score is 9,000, they're still going to require that you put 10% down. If your credit score is maybe 650, they might require you put 15, possibly even 20% down. But that's between you and the lender. We have no authority or decision-making over that process. No matter what your funding method, payment method, once the vehicle is paid in full, we put the car through a pre-delivery inspection. We are in the business of selling old cars. Anything can start leaking, anything can stop working at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. Once it is through our service department and the guys give us the green light, it is okay for shipment. We put it through detail and then a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. We could typically have a driver here within a 48-hour window. However, allow us 4, 5, 6 business days if you're in a more rural or remote destination, or maybe you're on the West Coast where there's fewer runs than there are going north and south, but we will get you your car as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. If you're handling your own shipping, whether you're coming to get it, sending your carrier, or you're coming to drive it home, we will let you know when it's ready and you can come get the car or send for it. Let's set our 68 Roadrunner down on the ground. We'll take it on a test run. Inside our 68 Roadrunner, probably the coolest part of a Roadrunner, the beep beep horn. We've got some aftermarket gauges here, oil, temp, and battery voltage, all functioning. Auto gauge tack on the column. Fuel gauge works. 76,440 miles is not the actual miles. The title reads exempt, true miles unknown. That temp gauge I'm going to assume does not work since you have an aftermarket. Driver's side turn. Passenger side turn. Wipers. Radio doesn't work. If you want the radio to work, talk to Nate. You'll have to pay him to make that happen. That is not part of our Hanksters certified process, radios. But we can fix them now if you guys want that. So, headliner's in real good shape. Sun visors are in nice condition. Dash pad is in nice shape. We're idling nicely. Our temp is good. Let's run it. Our speedo in our Roadrunner is functioning and it is accurate. The car has nice tight steering for, you know, it's a larger vehicle, so it's obviously going to take a little bit more to move it, but it does, you know, steer nicely. The track's nice and straight. There's no pulls to the left, pulls to the right. There's no tire vibration in the car. It's a pretty nice smooth ride. No engine or tranny vibration. Our shifter's nice and steady. It's not shaking all around. That's what happens when you get a drivetrain vibration in a manual car. The shifter will shake excessively if you got a drive shaft issue or an engine balance issue or something like that. But our Roadrunner's running good. $180, that's good temp. This car should probably run 185, 190, somewhere in that ballpark. So we're cooling nice and cool properly like we should. Our brakes are no issue. Car brakes nicely. We idle nice. We're not stalling out, starving for fuel, starving for air. More traffic. Damn it. That is about 70 miles per hour. Here we are at 60. I mean, what I'm showing you here is there's no vibration in the steering wheel whatsoever. Look at that. Nice and aligned up front, nice tight front end on this 68 Roadrunner. Nice smooth ride. 440 pulls good. I only about half throttled it, maybe not even, because there were police officers in both directions. So there's one up here in front of us, even though it's an unmarked car. So yeah, we have a pretty outstanding piece of equipment here. 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner. Our Mopars are always a hot commodity, especially the Roadrunners and GTXs. So I can't imagine this one will be around our showroom too long. Again, we're cooling. Battery voltage is good. Oil pressure's good. Idle is perfect. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach if you are interested in our 68 Plymouth Roadrunner. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of this car, along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, our 68 Roadrunner includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States. It covers the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It does not cover brakes, batteries, starters, alternators, things like that. Oil pan gasket leaks, tranny pan gasket leaks. Got no mirror on that side, so. It does cover major mechanical breakdowns of your powertrain, drivetrain. You can take it to any ASE certified facility in the United States, and that's most independent and franchised facilities. If you hear a motor noise or you have a tranny slip or pops out of gear, you don't have to take it to a restoration center. If you take it to a restoration center, guess what? They're going to want to restore your car. You probably take it to the same person that works on your daily driver. Is the price of the vehicle negotiable? It most certainly is. If we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. The security of the warranty is good at full retail price only. Also, the shipping comes off. There's a lot of time investment in the world of shipping cars. You know, you have to check in the driver, make sure they're reputable. You have to arrange the pickup of the vehicle at our showroom. You have to arrange the delivery of the vehicle at your location. You have to pay the driver when they pick the car up. At a negotiated price point, you will do that legwork on your own. Of course, if you are local to us here in Daytona and you want to drive the car home, you can certainly do that. And if you have your own method of transportation, be it your own enclosed or open carrier, or maybe you have a carrier you've used in the past, you had a good experience with, you're more than welcome to use them. We don't make any money off the shipping or mark it up. We simply provide it as a convenience to our buyers. It's a beautiful day in Daytona Beach. Great day to buy a Mopar product. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida. Our home is Daytona Beach, and our website is hanksters.com. We would love to earn your business, add you to our growing customer base, not only throughout the United States, but throughout the entire world. Yes, we do export these cars as well, if that's something you're interested in. If you're watching us from afar and you need help getting it to your country, we can assist there too. Hanksters.com, check us out.